to Kobe Ryan. We're going to have an offsides on the Panthers. And it'll be another free kick for the Bulldogs. Owens will take this one. Again, the winner of tonight's game will move on to tomorrow night's championship game. Championship game will be at 8 o'clock right here at E-Town High School. And they'll take on the winner of our second semifinal later tonight between North Hardin and North Hardin and Central Hardin. Roman plays this one to the middle. Owens comes up. Silva gets it back for the Panthers. Silva still with it. They're all offsides. Varela will pick it up, but it's going to be an offsides. Going to be another free kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs pushing all their defenders forward. .52 to go in the opening half. Swift will take this one down the line, gets it to Roman. We're going to try to send it across. McGovern goes off of him. Sweeney heads it back, but it'll be Kobe Ryan with it. He's going to chip this one forward. Varela and Robinson right there. Varela has it. Past Baker. Cross it. Baker got in front of that one. It'll go off of him and out. And it will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Butts takes it quickly, gets it to Varela right at the baseline, crosses in there. McGovern tried to get something, unable to. It's cleared out. Ball comes right to Ryan. Ryan going to take the shot. That's well over the goal. Beautiful day here at Elizabethtown High School. Tomorrow night in our opening game at 5:30, it will be the girls' 17th District Championship game between Elizabethtown and Central Hardin. E-Town won easily yesterday, 10-0 over Fort Knox, and then in a very tight game between North Hardin and Central Hardin. Central Hardin pulls out the 4-3 victory to advance on. This one sent forward. Owens going back. Ryan there, but Owens will let it go over the end line. That'll be another goal kick for the Bulldogs. Owens to take this one. This one a long kick. Butts will head this back towards midfield. Swift there for John Hardin, but it'll be McGovern that gets it back. E-Town with possession a lot this half. Robinson sends it forward for Ryan. Stops. He's going to cross there into the box. Off Catout. Roman knocks it high in the air, and Ireland will let it go out. He'll throw it in from there. Gets it to Silva. To Varela. Outside to Ireland. Ireland going to chip it through. Tries Robinson shoots. That goes high. And it will be, oh, that one bounced over the fence. Another goal kick for the Bulldogs.
For the Panthers, number 12 being correct.
Baker to take this goal kick. Soon it heads that one forward. It comes back. Owens now with it. Robinson gets it back for the Panthers. Going to send it forward for Varela. Varela going to be one-on-one. Shot and in. Cole Varela with the first goal of the game today.
Goal by number 10. Cole Varela.
The assist to Jack Robinson. 27-29 to go in the first half of play. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, brought to you in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Send it back to Owens. Outside for Baker. Chips it forward for Hamad. Now McGovern for eTown with it. That'll come back to Berger. Berger across to Blair. Trying to find some space. He's going to send it down the middle of the field. Getting there first is Sweeney. Now Swift will get it to the outside to Hamad. That one back by the Panthers. Varela with it, outside to Ryan. Baker staying with Ryan as Ryan tries to come back inside. He's able to get their crosses right to Silva. Silva unable to get a good foot on it. Comes out, shot. That one goes off of Owens. Bounced around, Varela with it for the Panthers. Kick it to the outside. Ryan going to go track this down in the corner. Baker on him. Send it back to Robinson. Robinson 20 yards out. Shot. Oh, it's in as it goes off the bar. Jack Robinson with the assist on the first one. And then just a minute, 7 seconds later, 26-22 to go, Jack Robinson with the goal, giving E-Town a 2-0 lead. Teams advancing to tomorrow night's championship game will also move on to next week's region tournament. That'll be held at Thomas Nelson for the boys. They'll have the draw for that either Friday or Saturday. And the two teams from the same district cannot meet each other until the championship game. They'll be on opposite sides of the bracket. Swift tried to get it to Romano. Now Owens with it. He was fouled. There'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Looks like it'll be Owens that'll take this one. This one will come down near the top of the box, headed out by E-Town. Silva sends it forward. A little too far. Pena gets it for the Bulldogs. Sends it back the other way. Roman now with it. Craig on him. Back to Hasune. He's going to send it towards the top of the box. They've got Swift there. Tried to get a left foot on it. A lot of feet around, sorry. Owens with it. He takes the shot. He's going to roll right to Camden Rich. First save of the day. Pulls it out to Berger. Now it'll come back across for Blair. Silva sends it back for Berger. So down the center of the field, Pena back there. Varela fighting for the ball. And that's going to go out and be a throw-in, E-Town. Varela already there. He gets it quickly into Ryan. Right back to Varela. He's going to send it into the box. Sweeney sends it back out. I believe that was Romano that sends it down the field. Rich going to come over. He'll play it from there. Player down the left side off of Ryan to Robinson. Going to send this one through, but a little too heavy on the touch. Curry will pick that one up. Curry will punt that one away right down the middle of the field. Sune down the center field trying to get to Owens. Blair and Berger converge there. Owens will keep it. Takes the shot. That one well high. It might bounce over the fence on that end. It'll be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Rich will take this one. For the girls' 5th region tournament, which Elizabethtown and Central Hardin have both qualified for. And their wins last night. That will be held at John Hardin. We will have the 17th District game teams, Central Hardin or Elizabethtown, their games during that region tournament. Except on Tuesday, I know next Tuesday we will have E-Town and Central Hardin in their matchup of volleyball. This one to Craig. He's got it. Gets out in front of him. Send it through to Varela. Varela just turns, shoots. That's into the side net. And it will be a goal kick for John Hardin. Baker will take this one for the Bulldogs. Baker to track this down and kick it out, throw in for E-Town. That will come in and go over the end line. Another goal kick for the Bulldogs. Sent back. Curry will pick that up. Curry to punt this one away. To Hamad on the far side. E-Town will play this one back. Back to the outside. Hamad with Ryan all over him. On a foul, and it'll be a free kick, John Hardin. One goes down to Owens. Sends it back for Swift in the middle of the field. To Hasune, back to Swift. Send it forward. Hasune had not gone on. And back by Packerson for E-Town. So we'll go to the outside. Ireland there. It's Katout there as well. It'll be a throw in. John Hardin. Katout going to throw it down the line, trying to get it to Hasune. We'll have a foul on John Hardin and a free kick for the Panthers. Blair to take this one. They'll send it across. And go down the left. No one running out. I'll go over the end line and be another goal kick for John Hardin.
On the field for Bulldogs, number 27, Ben Tucker. On the field for the Panthers,
Looks like it'll be Baker taking this one.
Number 15, Grant Shear.
McGovern going to head it down the left side. Ryan Trace is after it. Not able to keep that one in. Throw in John Hardin. And the Hamad. Butts there for E-Town. Foul on E-Town. Free kick, John. Down the field. That's a foul on the Bulldogs. Free kick for the Panthers. Robinson now with it. He'll send it forward for Robinson, or sorry, for Ryan. To Varela, gets all the way to the other side and out. Actually, there was a goal kick. AR had his flag raised for an offside. Swift will take this goal kick for the Bulldogs. 18:44 to go in the first half. E-Town on top 2-0. Goals by Cole Varela and Jack Robinson for the Panthers. Ireland now with it. He'll play it back to Blair. Gets it to Robinson in the middle of the field. Chip it forward for Ryan. Ryan into the box. Shot, and it's in. Kobe Ryan with his first goal of the evening.
Goal by number 24, Kobe Ryan.
Off Robinson. Robinson now with 2 assists and a goal on the night. 18-16 to go in the first half. And that gives E-Town a 3-0 lead. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Swift plays that off of Roman. E-Town is going to gather it back in. McGovern to Silva, back to Blair. Send it across for Shear. Robinson back to Butts. Back to Blair. Blair going to have to hurry to get to this one as Owens closes in. Silva. He's going to send this one forward for Varela. Curry comes out, and Curry will get to it before Varela will. That one went off the official. Drop that one. Blair plays it outside to Shear. Shear outside to Butts. To Robinson. Baker comes back and gets it back away. That goes off E-Town. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Varela just inside the box with possession. That one goes off Swift. Goes off Swift again. Neese will clear this one out. Shear going to play it back for Blair. Goes outside for Ireland. Ireland able to take it up most of the field. Gets it in. That goes off Pena. That was out. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers.
Coming back onto the field for the Panthers, number 11, Zach Berger.
Ireland to throw this one in. Start the clock. Curry sends that one out. Craig sends it back towards the middle of the field. To go across the other side. Butts gets to it first. Ryan for Robinson is going to try to just chip it forward over Swift. Ryan gets to it. Swift will knock it over the end line, and it will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Butts hurries out there. So does Ryan. Ryan gets it back to Butts. He's going to send it towards the middle of the pile of folks. McGovern heads it forward. Curry will come over and pick that one up. Curry punts this one away. Big hop right near midfield. Ireland heads it back towards Silva. McGovern will send it back for Blair. On a round to Berger. Ryan. Back to Berger. He'll send it across for Ireland. Tucker comes up. E-Town keeps possession. Blair with it. Blair going to send it down the middle of the field. Baker gets there first. He'll head it back, and Curry can pick it up. E-Town just keeping possession most of this game. Robinson with the ball for the Panthers right at midfield. Send it back for Blair. Ryan now will play it up. They're going to send it outside for Ireland. Back to Blair. Ryan now with it again. Inside, this one's going to be sent forward. Butts chases after it. Gets there. Cross, Swift right there to stop it. Sends it back up the field. McGovern going to try to keep it on this end. Plays it outside to Ryan. Ryan takes it down towards the corner. Crosses, that goes off a Bulldog. Going to be another corner kick for the Panthers. Ryan down there. Now it'll be Butts will take it. Short corner to Ryan. Ryan turns, fires. Right, a one hopper to Curry. This one punted away. Ireland and Owens going after it right near midfield. It goes out. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Owens will throw this one in. Oh, they're going to say free kick. Get down. Ireland will head it back the other direction. Craig gets to it. Owens gets it now for the Bulldogs. Tries to lay it off. Berger gets it back. Now Robinson with it. Able to get enough on that touch. Swift to Romano. Now Berger gets it back. Tries to chip it forward. Romano now with it for the Bulldogs. Big Blair will just gather this one in and lay it off to Berger. Robinson with it. Now Berger going to send it down the middle of the field. And Curry lets it come back into the box. Curry will punt this one away down the right side, trying to get it to Nice. That'll go out. Throw in Elizabethtown. Subs in on both sides.
Field for the Panthers. Number 9, Aiden Walls. For the Bulldogs, number 2, Ahmad. Number 0, Julius White.
This one back to Blair. He gets it to Silva. Silva's still with it. He'll send it out the left side, trying to get to Ryan. Ahmad gets there for the Bulldogs. He'll send it forward. That comes right to Berger. Berger will play it to McGovern. Hasune gets it over to Owens. Owens going to send it down. Romano goes over. Blair there for Elizabethtown. They'll go off Blair, throw in John Harden.
Bulldogs, number 8, Manolo from
Ahmad to throw this one in. Comes back out. Just chipped forward. Pena with it for the Bulldogs. To the outside for Ahmad. To Hasune. Back to Ahmad. Romano, play it back for Pena. Now Owens with it as McGovern gets it back. Down the middle of the field, Ryan trying to get it to Varela. Sweeney back there for the Bulldogs. Varela with it. Catout now in front of him. Gets it through and Curry slides up and picks it up. Curry punts this one away to Roman. Ireland comes up and gets it right back for the Panthers. They'll cross this one in, and so many offsides on the Panthers. It'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Swift will take this one. Just under 11 minutes to go. I believe it might be lower than that. It's over the head of Ireland. Owens will gather it in. Owens going to send this to the far side. Butts there for E-Town. Gets it up to Ryan. Ryan with Ahmad on him. Stops, gives it up for Robinson. Robinson, it goes off of a defender. Kobe Ryan there. Shot, save by Curry. Walls now with it. Back to Silva. Taken away. Asune with it out to Hamad. To Romano. Hamad gets it back. And then Berger gets it back. Now Ryan with it. Back to Butts. To Robinson. Trying to go forward. It goes off Romano, but right to Butts. And then Romano again with it. Now give it up to Ryan. Trying to squeeze it through. Sweeney will send it back out near midfield. Owens and Berger going after it there. Play it back to Blair. He's going to send this one for Walls. Walls able to keep it in. It's a couple of hops, and Curry will get to it. Curry to punt this one away. 3-0 lead for Elizabethtown. Goals by Culverell, Jack Robinson, and Kobe Ryan. Gets out to throw this one in. Sune heads it. Govern heads it right back at him. Now Swift with it for Hasune. They'll get it to Owens. McGovern pokes it free. Goes to Romano. Now it'll be Robinson. He'll send it forward for Varela. Curry was already playing up. And he'll send it back near midfield. Silva with it for Varela. Pena comes over for the Bulldogs. Cross. Silva with another save. Hamad with it for John Harden. Back to Romano. To Swift. Silva comes over for E-Town. He gets it back. He'll chip this one forward, but Sweeney gets there first. It'll go out and be a throw in for the Panthers. Butts to send this one in.
Coming into the game for the Panthers, number 19, Nick Berger. Number 12, Ben Craig.
Again, 8 o'clock tonight, we'll be right back here at Elizabethtown High School for our second boys district tournament semifinal between North Hardin and Central Hardin. North Hardin, the 2 seed in the district. They defeated Central Hardin 1-0 on both times that they played. Butts with it on the outside. Chips it forward, trying to get to Robinson. It'll fall to Varela. Varela sends it in the box, but no one really making a move, and Curry will pick that one up. 6:45 to go in half. Roman with it. Zaney right back to Roman. This one sent back near midfield. Varela, he'll get it over to Robinson. Robinson will lay this one back. Ball starting to run down the middle. Ball headed back from there. Romano to Sweeney, and then it's sent back near midfield. Asune there. That one's sent outside. Blair will get to it. He'll lay it off for Craig. Berger back to McGovern, back to Zach Berger. This one down the middle of the field. It's a little too heavy a touch. Curry will go and get that one. Sent down. Roman going to try to get to it. Blair will play it back to Rich. Back outside for Blair. Now Craig with it. To Walls. Owens comes back now. Ryan with it for the Panthers. Lays it back to Craig. Quickly back to Ryan. Able to keep possession. It's past the last defender. Cross there. Shot. Robinson with his second goal. 4:49 to go in the first half. Jack Robinson with his second goal of the day. That gives a 4-0 lead now for the Panthers. Set the clock to 2:24 to go. And you'll play this one back to Curry. Ahmad loses it over to Varela. He'll play it back. Now Blair with it right near midfield. To Berger, right back to Blair. To Zach Berger. McGovern. Robinson tried to one-touch it forward. Have a foul on John Hart, a free kick for the Panthers. Looks like Varela will take this one. It's about 35 yards out. This one low. It's John Harden that got that one. That'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Butts takes this one. 1 minute to go. Play it into Ryan. Lets it go through. Robinson shot. Just wide right. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Six seconds to go. So we'll go down. John Harden's right side. McGovern gets it back to Buds. To Ryan. Played towards the middle. Hasune gets there. Nick Berger. Back. I'll send it forward. Robinson out there. Under 10 seconds to go. Now to go out And that will be it for our first half. But Elizabethtown on top, 4-0. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. eTown Apartments is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined service. For those who are serving our country in the military, a discount is available. Take a virtual tour today at eTownApartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a family-owned pest control company serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'll be back after this short timeout with second half action.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is finally here. BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi from Brandenburg Telecom. With new Wi-Fi 6 compatibility and an app that puts you in control of your home network, get ultimate power and performance to every corner of your home. Set up and connect devices, pause Wi-Fi, and customize parental controls all from our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Ditch your old wireless router and switch to BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi today.
Cox with HCEC-TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Brandenburg Telecom, and we have Shane Witt, Customer Relations Manager for Brandenburg. Shane, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I started working for Brandenburg Telephone Company in January of 2011. I've been there for almost 12 years now. I've done a little bit of everything at Brandenburg Telephone. Started out on line crew. I've done some troubleshooting, installations, dispatch. I keep telling people they can't find anything I'm good at, so they just keep moving me from department to department.
Well, they could call you a jack of all trades. So, can you touch a little bit on the background and the history of Brandenburg?
Yeah, so we started in 1950, established in 1950 from the former Meade County Telephone Company. So we're going on over 72 years now in the community. We started out with just telephone services, and now we're doing internet, cable, security, and surveillance. And we offer a new line of cameras called Arlo, and we also offer our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi services.
You know, I know that BBTEL Blast, there's so many exciting things about this service. Can you touch a little bit more on that?
Sure. Yep. So for the past year now, we've been deploying our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi, and what that has really done for our customers is it put them in control of their Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of features like parental controls, setting schedules of when their kids can be on the internet, setting up new networks without having to call in. Of course, we're always welcome our customers to call us, but now we have an option for customers who like to take care of those things on their own.
And somebody that has a small little nephew that loves to get into everything, it's so important to be able to kind of restrict what they get into and what they might accidentally stumble upon on the World Wide Web.
Absolutely, yeah, and my kids probably don't like it that we have that app, because anytime they get in trouble, I can just turn their internet usage off just by my telephone.
It sounds like something you can't not have.
That's right. After having it, I couldn't imagine not having the capabilities of controlling my internet without having to call into the office.
So can you talk a little bit about how important it is to invest in the community?
Yeah, so it's really important to invest in the community, invest into kids and that want to take advantage of our co-op program and student workers, because a lot of those kids that we've used for co-op program have decided to stay at the telephone company, and we have some people, that's where they started, and they've been there for 20 plus years now. So it's really important to invest in the community, because it often comes back.
Hardin County is just one of the greatest areas in the state, and I'm biased because I work here. But so many great talents, and just being able to find just those diamonds in the rough and be able to just watch them grow, just from that young age, and people that are potentially future customers of Brandenburg that get to work there and experience all the stuff that you all have to offer. And speaking of all the things that you have to offer, you've been so gracious to help us provide live sports coverage for the past 20 years. You and Brandenburg Telecom are the only reason that we're able to show all the parents out there their kids in live sports action every week, sometimes multiple times a week, and we just have to thank you.
Yeah, so it's a good partnership and relation that we have with HCEC-TV, and a lot of our student workers that come through Brandenburg Telephone Company in our central office, they aid support with HCEC-TV, and it is a good service to give back to the community. Myself, I have a son that plays soccer, and sometimes in Hardin County, and I may not always watch it on Channel 1, but it's kind of nice to say, you know what, I want to watch that when it comes back on. I want to see that play that I may have missed, and I want to see again. So I really enjoy the ball games that are shot by HCEC-TV.
And always being able to say, hey, my kid was on TV.
That's right.
So if anybody wants service from Brandenburg Telecom, what's the easiest way to get hold of it?
Yep, the easiest way is the old-fashioned telephone. Just give us a phone call and let us know what services that you'd like. You can always shop on our website and kind of get an idea of how much internet do I need. We do have some tools on our website that bandwidth calculators that let you say, okay, I have 10 TVs that I'm streaming on, and it gets you an idea of what package that you would need for your home.
And with everything being connected to the internet now, something like that is so important, because you may not realize all the devices that you have that's getting something from the internet.
You're exactly right. And one thing that's really changed in recent years is it's not all about the download speeds anymore. Now you got to consider upload speeds. So think about churches that are streaming their services on Facebook Live. That's using upload. One thing that we're really proud of in all of our fiber services, every speed package we have is symmetrical. So you don't have to worry about determining how much download do I need versus how much upload. You can just focus on how much download do I need and know that I'm going to get the same upload speed and I have no data caps.
Brandenburg Telecom is the place here in Hardin County to get internet and any other thing you need. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Thank you so much for all the great work that you do. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And let's go back to some live sports action. Well, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today we're very happy to have Kobe Gibson from Waddell's Auto Scrap Metal Recycling. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us. Doing good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we're here in Eatown on 311 Steel Drive. We've been family owned and operated for 53 years. We provide all types of recycling for people, everything from washers, dryers, to cars, bulldozers, semi-trucks. Pretty much if it's metal, we can take it. So.
When I come up on the Kentucky Parkway on my way to work, I see a billboard for Waddell's with several lovely kids on it. Are they yours?
Yeah, the two girls are mine, and the boys are my nephews, so they were a good model for the billboard.
I mean, it definitely shows that you're family owned and operated.
Yeah, family owned and operated, and we all live here in Hardin County, and that's kind of like we like to put money back in the community and do stuff like that. So.
And we really thank you for supporting HCEC-TV. So what are some of the more unconventional things that you scrap?
Some of the larger stuff, that some people won't take. There's some yards that will not take. They don't have a way to handle bulldozers, unload bulldozers. We do industrial accounts, so we've got a roll-off service. We can set roll-off boxes to haul away the metal, but we can do anything from, something like I said, as small as a washer to we've picked up 60,000-pound pieces of scrap before for these factories here in town. And we like E-Town, but we will go anywhere. We've got accounts in Louisville, Western Kentucky, and stuff like that. So, and we also offer, like I said, lowboy service. Pretty much anything you've got, we can get it picked up for you.
And that's so important because Kentucky is such a vast state, and having a family-owned and operated business that'll come and scrap your stuff is just so important.
Yeah, it makes it nice. There's a lot of people that have broken down vehicles that just don't have a way to get them to us. We've got a rollback for that. So all they got to do is call the office, and for a small fee, we'll go pick it up, and they'll get paid for it and make some money for it, and make it real easy for them.
So one thing I didn't know that you all did is you sell parts from vehicles.
Yep. So we keep, it rotates the cars. We'll rotate them in and out when they get parted out too much. I mean, we've had as many as 1,000. We try to keep 500 to 1,000 just to have parts for people. At this day and age, as expensive as everything's getting, it's nice to be able to go buy a used part and save some money. So
you're telling me the next time that a deer attacks my car, I'll be able to go to your...
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully we'll be able to have everything, and if not, we can look it up and find it for you.
So one thing also that I didn't know is you all recycle things like washers and dryers and refrigerators.
Yep, pretty much anything that's metal we take, and it's not just steel items. We take aluminum cans, batteries, copper, all that type of non-ferrous metal as well.
So I know that you're based in Elizabethtown. How long have you been in the area?
As far as in E-Town, it would go back to the early 2000s. But they've been in business for, like I said, 53 years. So did a lot of mobile car crushing back then. So but kind of got our roots here close to home now, and that's where we'd like to stay.
Yeah, and it's so important once you get grounded in a place to want to stay. And we really appreciate you supporting this local TV station and the local school kids by providing the live sports coverage and all the other things that your contribution helps us do. So thank you very much.
All right, we're proud to. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, Sean Rich with eTownExterminating.com. Sean, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year as of this month. And we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, as far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house? What should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something that needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties.
So, not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh,
and then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain, and then during the spring, or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so, and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things? Yes,
with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them. But it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball. I ran cross country and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player, and I have a son right now that's a junior at E-Town. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful, and want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt. I was
going to say on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of E-Town Exterminate.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing. And really, the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community, and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends, and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, from assigning a specific technician to a resident to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do. And I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage. So we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools. Hello, I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television, and today we are talking with one of our longtime sponsors, Mark Harris Construction. He has been with us from the very beginning, his organization, and through the years it's with apartments and renovations and real estate, of course. And now we are joined by Regina Johnson, who is the property management for 2 of the items that we're promoting with Mark Harris Construction. Regina, tell us first, our audience, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a property manager for about 15 years, and so they stole me when they started building these 2 properties. So
that's probably a very good. So she said stole, so you are a high priority.
Yes.
In terms of getting you on board. The 2 properties we want to discuss is the Black Branch Storage.
Yes.
First. So tell us about that.
So there's 339 units. We have climate control units, big, small, all different sizes. So you can store just about anything.
Can you pay by the month or annual or 6 months?
It's monthly, yeah, and it's gated, so everything is secure. There's an on-site kiosk where you can lease on site. There's no manager on site or anything like that. You can also lease online.
Well, that's really good with COVID running around
Yes.
and everything like that. So how long would it take to get a storage facility at that location?
In just a matter of minutes. You can just go to the kiosk, or you can go to blackbranchstorage.com and lease straight online.
Okay. And are those, I'm assuming that those fill up relatively quickly. A lot of
Yes.
people are needing those.
Yes.
So for those that may not be familiar with what goes into storage units, what are some of those items that people might put in storage?
Most people, they store, if they're moving from if they sold a home and getting a new one, they'll just use it for a few months, to store their household items. A lot of people store things that are just in their garage that they need to get out of the way. We have some who store old cars. And I mean, just about anything.
So I was going to say, it becomes, like you said, a perfect storage place.
Yes.
And rates are in the range, are in a comfortable range?
Yes, they're very competitive.
Okay, wonderful.
For sure.
And then another exciting part of Mark Harris Construction and Organization is the Winding Springs Apartments.
Yes.
Now, tell us where those are located.
They are on Nicholas Street, close to downtown, close to Highway 62, close to everything.
Okay, and what type of apartments in regards to bedrooms, things like that are available?
These are all 2-bedroom, 2-bath luxury apartments. All the finishes are very modern and chic. It's going to be a gated community. We're very excited about it. We have one building open so far, and our next building will be open sometime in October.
Well, and if you've been down Highway 62 and you look over that area, they look amazing.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. And what types of amenities are available for those that will be living there?
We have a clubhouse. It's a huge clubhouse. We have one side for the office and one side for just the residents, tailored to our residents. We have a pool. And it's going to be gated, so we're going to be the only gated community in town. We're going to have a dog park, several other amenities.
That sounds fun. Now, are they fully furnished, or can individuals make them their own?
Both. We can have furnished apartments. We do a lot of corporate apartments for local places here in town. And then you can, of course, bring your own stuff.
Great. And how do people get additional information about leasing those apartments?
So you can go to WindingSpringsEtown.com, or you can call 270-766-1155.
And is that process, does it take very long to do?
No, not at all. Okay. I'm very quick at responding.
And are they monthly or biannual?
The
yearly?
typical lease is a year. We will do shorter term leases, especially with corporate apartments.
Oh, so there are corporate apartments.
Yes.
Okay, so what might be that added incentive for a corporate apartment?
It's cheaper than a hotel, and you have more room. You have a kitchen, it's like home.
As I mentioned at the beginning, Mark Harris has been one of our very beginning sponsors, committed to what we do with HCEC-TV. And without that investment, we would not be able to carry the live local high school sports that we do. Right. And we do close to 80 a year. And it goes back to when Mark was an athlete in this local community, and his children were athletes in this community, and he is really committed to helping with that. So being a member of that organization, what would you like to add about that?
Well, I think that the owners, they're locally owned. They've been in this community for a very long time. They're committed to the community. They're committed to the surroundings, and they love to give back.
Well, Mark Harris Construction is definitely the embodiment of being active and involved in your community and supporting those around you. And we always appreciate all of those supporters and our sponsors, and again, without them, we couldn't do what we do.
Absolutely.
So, Regina, for our audience, just to remind them again, and if you didn't catch that, it's Regina and Gina. The Regina and Gina show today. How can people get in touch with you as property manager?
The best way is probably by phone, 270-766-1155, or email. It's regina@windingspringseatown.com.
Okay, thank you, and wish you all a great leasing season, and also in filling up all those storage facilities and everything.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you for joining us, Regina. And thank you for watching our HCEC-TV, Brandenburg Telecom, live sports coverage. It's time to meet another of our wonderful sponsors with HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live sports coverage. Today we are joined by Whitney Ballou. She is a physical therapist at Physical Therapy Associates, which has been with us for many, many years, almost practically from the very beginning. And without their support, we could not do what we do in regards to our live sports coverage. Whitney, we are 6 feet apart, so we're going to remove our masks so you can hear us a little bit better and see our happy faces.
That's right.
So, Whitney, tell us about the history of Physical Therapy Associates.
I have been with the company for almost 5 years now. Guy Wallace, who is very well known in the community, started the company in 2002. We are up to 6 clinics now. Our clinic that we are in now in the Elizabethtown location has actually continued to grow. We add on and then we add on a little bit more. So growth is a good thing, especially with the economy the way that it is these days. It has grown not just employee-wise, obviously patient-wise, just the way that we use the building for a lot of the local sports, both school-related and the extracurriculars that people participate in. And the building is constantly in use with the turf that we have now too. So
right, that's awesome. The turf really provides well, it gives you extra space and gets you to do what you need to do. What types of services do you provide?
So we provide the obvious, the orthopedic related, the surgicals, those that are not surgical as well, just your general injury for the athletes that I know that you and I have specifically discussed. We treat a lot of neurological conditions from vertigo to dizziness, balance type issues. We work on a lot of gait with patients. Our turf provides a great area for us to do those types of things. We provide traction, dry needling, A-stem, which is just an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. We have a lot of services and a lot of different certifications within our licensed individuals that can provide a pretty good variety of treatments for our patients.
And with diabetic patients, there's some procedures that you provide too?
Neuropathy is something that we see quite a bit of. There is an anodyne treatment that we use with some of those patients. And then again, as far as the gait side that it's related to a lot of those neuro problems, we use a lot of our turf for that as well.
COVID-19 has probably affected your business, so
Yes.
Talk about what's been going on with COVID-19.
So all of physical therapy across the board was shut down for roughly a week, a little bit less than that just depending on what area you were in. They deemed us as non-essential to start. And then a lot of people went to bat for us, thankfully, saying that we are essential, which we definitely feel that we are. We were cut down to our caseload with just those urgent and emergent cases, which would be your surgical patients who needed to come to us so that they didn't end up worse than they were prior to surgery, fractures, really bad injuries that needed quick, if we didn't get to them quick, that they were going to be in a lot worse shape than they were off. So it cut us down quite a bit. We cut our caseload by probably 80%. We've slowly built that back up, so we're getting close to more what we would consider normal, but we can see a little bit of everything now, so we're thankful to be kind of free reign with everybody again.
Well, and in regards to delivery of service, I'm sure that you all have always taken protective,
Absolutely.
Whatever type of protection you need in terms of keeping both you and the patient safe and things. In regards to athletics, high school athletics, you used to think, oh, those high school athletes, those middle school athletes, even elementary school athletes, they're young, their bones heal, their muscles heal. How many of those patients do you see on a regular basis?
They do heal much quicker, but yes, they do still get hurt. You know, that has actually gone down in number as well. The sports were cut back there for a while. People weren't getting out, so people weren't doing as much as they were prior to all this COVID stuff that occurred. And our caseload's getting back up to normal with that. Our kids make up, probably anywhere 25 to 50% of our caseload, just depending on the given time frame, sports seasons that we're in and things like that. It's definitely increased since the school sports have been allowed to play. I was not going to be surprised if we saw more, just because they weren't getting the time to practice and do things before they were playing games. But thankfully we haven't seen a whole lot of injuries, which is good for bad for business, but definitely good for the individual, and that's what we care about the most.
Awesome.
Yes.
You are a former high school athlete at Central Hardin High School.
Yes.
Just briefly talk about those years.
The glory days, as I like to call them. I played soccer and basketball both. I wouldn't trade those years for the world. I had very good coaches, very good teammates, and I just kept saying, I was telling patients and employers or our coworkers that I wouldn't trade those days for the world. So I can't imagine what some of these kids have gone through that haven't been able to play. They've missed out on not just senior years, but any year of high school, any year of middle school that you can't play those sports. That keeps so many kids not just out of trouble, but keeps them in shape, keeps the mental aspect of their lives in check too, which is so important. And I'm glad that they've been able to participate in a lot of those things now. I know there's still restrictions with it, but those are days that I wouldn't take away from my life, and I know that those kids wouldn't either. So I'm glad to see that they're back in session with a lot of that.
And with your sponsorship, we're able to bring live coverage to those that can't attend the sporting events because we're limited in number.
Correct.
They can watch that event at home, and
Right.
they can stream it, and they can share it, and so that's a huge benefit. When you were an athlete, did you notice HCEC-TV?
Oh, yes. I did, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's such a good privilege for them, especially with having limited tickets. I come from a very large family, which we were just talking about, so thinking about my parents, my aunts and uncles that came to games, or even just friends, you've got so many classmates that you hope can be there. Again, that's part of the glory days, as I call them, your friends going and cheering you on. And so for them to at least be able to watch it and talk to the players about how they did, know what a great catch or what a great shot, those mean a lot to those players. So it's great that you all are able to provide that service.
Great, and it does give them a little bit of extra exposure.
Absolutely.
To the broader audience and things.
Absolutely.
Maybe a coach from a Division I or Division II might
Exactly.
check you out. So, what about your commitment to the community? PTA is very involved. What are some of those things that you all really enjoy participating in?
So sponsorship is something that Guy Wallace is big on too. There's a lot of different recreational leagues that he's a part of from all of his kids that participate, but the marketing aspect, there's a lot that they're involved in with that as well. Our athletes are, I say, some of our prized possessions, but it's really great to be able to work with them, just to be able to see them get back on the field. Working with any patient is excellent, but when we can get our athletes specifically back to a school setting, whether it's just going to class because they can get off their crutches or get out of their wheelchair or get back on the field or court, it's great that we're able to play such a big role in that for them.
Awesome.
Yes.
For individuals that would like to contact physical therapy associates, what can they do?
They can call our office at 270-234-1569. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, so they can get in contact with us for that. We also rent out our turf. Well, we did pre-COVID, but we've got 5,400 square feet of turf facility that we also use for some of those recreational activities that hopefully once we get a little bit lifted on our restrictions that we're able to start incorporating that again as well.
Okay. And that turf application is really important. What I said it just gives you a wide open space, but what kinds of things take place in there?
It is great for our ACL patients specifically. We have them doing some very high level activities, some running, jogging, sprinting, a lot of agility type activities with ladders and hurdles. It's great for our neuro patients where we're doing gait and balance stuff, just trying to walk laps, working on getting from a walker to a cane, just being able to have that space where people can open up without feeling scared because we're too close to other tables or other patients and things like that. It's been great as far as COVID goes because the 6-foot rule has not been a problem. We are very spaced out, probably 20 feet between each table, which has been very nice. We actually added onto the turf initially, and then that didn't seem big enough, so we actually added on again. So we can also do throwing programs. We have the distance to be able to do those types of things. For our baseball and softball players, football players, of course, it's set up like an actual football field. We have the yards marked out, and it's nice to be able to work with that with them too.
I would say that physical therapy is one of those areas that has exploded in the last even decade.
Right.
When I was very young, you never heard, really, I didn't know of anyone that ever had gone through physical therapy. But now physical therapy extends to even the mindset and
Absolutely.
the emotional. So can you address that? Why do you think that that has occurred?
Pain is perception. Everybody perceives it differently. Of course, pain tolerance is different across the board, but if you hurt, it absolutely changes your entire mental state. So our physical abilities will absolutely address our mental abilities throughout daily life, from work to just waking up in the mornings. I actually had never had, I wasn't super familiar with PT myself, even growing up around sports and, teammates tearing ACLs and spraining ankles and things like that. I went to school actually to be a dentist to start, so I thankfully had some great mentors that led me to PT with my background and my love for the body, the anatomy, and all of that stuff that I loved class-wise. But pain is perception, so it has just continued to grow. People realize how much of a benefit it is for maintenance in some cases, but most of all prevention. A lot of our athletes that we've talked about, prevention of those injuries, if we can stop it, especially with a lot of the sport isolation, people doing just 1 or 2 sports focused on that. Us growing up, like I said, I played 3 or 4 growing up, so that's kind of changed a little bit. People are tending to specialize, which is totally fine, but it will sometimes cause some more injuries.
And that specialization may cause one injury over and over again.
Correct, like we had also discussed. Yes, exactly. So we are continuing to grow, maybe because of that as far as the athletes go, but pain is perception, and I think that the more that we are able to get that out there and people realize how good it can be just for an everyday life, not just returning to sport or returning to work, I think the more that it gets out there, you tell your friend, and then everybody's like, oh, it can help a lot more than we think.
Well, I appreciate Guy Wallace, and I appreciate Physical Therapy Associates, and I appreciate all that PTA offers this community, and it's really it's been phenomenal. And you're in a couple of different counties now too, correct?
Yes. And same to you all, by the way, for what you all do for the county. Yes, so we have the Elizabethtown Clinic, but then we also have Ratcliffe, we have Meade County, Hodgenville, Bardstown, and then a South Louisville clinic as well.
Right, so easily acceptable for anywhere you need to go,
right.
Contact PTA, and it's pretty easy to get a recommendation also.
Absolutely. We are actually a direct access state, so you can go to physical therapy without a doctor's order. Now, insurance would depend on some of those cases, but it's really easy to get physical therapy. All you got to do is call us.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Whitney, for joining us, and thank you for joining us at home. We appreciate all of our sponsors on HCEC-TV for our live sports coverage. And without Physical Therapy Associates, please support them. We could not do what we do to bring these wonderful athletes into your home on a regular basis.
I am Kyler Barkley. I am with the Media Arts program in HCEC-TV. I am a third-year student, and today I am interviewing one of our longtime sponsors, President of West Point Bank, Josh Hubbard. Josh, tell us a little bit about West Point Bank and its history.
Yes, so West Point Bank was purchased by First Breckenridge Bank shares in the early 1980s. We were one facility there in West Point, and we've expanded from West Point into Upton, Glendale, Radcliffe, and Elizabethtown. So we have 5 locations throughout Hardin County, owned by First Breckenridge Bank Shares, which owns several other banks throughout the Central Kentucky region. But West Point Bank is in Hardin County with one location in Upton, which is actually in LaRue County, but 4 branches in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County.
Could you tell us a little bit about services offered new and old?
Absolutely. So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. We provide free checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, IRAs. We also make loans for just about anything. 1 to 4 family, primary residence loans, farm loans, agricultural loans, multifamily, automobile loans, you name it, we can pretty much do it when it comes to banking. So we obviously, like I said, are a full service bank.
Is there any specific areas of involvement in your community that the bank makes?
Yes, so we really strive to serve the communities that we operate in, primarily all of Hardin and the surrounding counties. We pride ourselves in our employees living, working, going to church in the communities that our banks are located in. So whether it be participating with HCEC-TV, doing the sports coverage, the Heartland Parade, West Point River Days, Glendale Spring Fest, Upton Days, just the Hooray for Heroes or the Ratcliffe Mayor's Breakfast, whatever that may be, we really strive to be involved and give back to the communities that we serve.
So you were talking about community involvement and HCEC-TV sport coverage. Is there anything, like, are you passionate about covering sports?
Absolutely. So we've been a longtime sponsor of this programming. When I grew up in high school, when I was growing up in high school, I obviously played high school sports. My son plays high school sports. A lot of the employees who work for me, their children play high school sports. And I just think that sports are great for children of all ages. It teaches them a lot of things. One, how to be a good teammate. You need to be a good teammate in order to be a good employee. It teaches them accountability. It teaches them work ethic. I think it teaches them how to win and how to lose. You know, life can be hard. There's going to be ups and downs, and winning a game, losing a game, winning as a team, losing as a team. I think it just gives valuable insight to just life in general by playing sports.
I completely agree and understand, and we appreciate your sponsorship. Now, is there any other extra information you would like to let the viewing audience know?
Just in general, West Point Bank, like I said, we strive to provide the best possible customer service that we can provide. We are extremely enthusiastic about the communities that we serve, the citizens in those communities, and we would really like to be your bank and to establish a relationship with you if we don't have one, and if we do have a relationship with you, to just further expand upon that relationship. We are, again, strive to provide the absolute best customer service and just, are just thrilled to be a part of the community that we serve.
How can people get additional information about your bank? Do you have any sort of contact?
Yes, so we obviously, as I said earlier, we have 5 locations or 4 locations in Hardin County, 1 in LaRue County. So West Point, Ratcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. You can follow us on Facebook. You can like our Facebook page. You can also visit us at westpointbank.com.
All right. Thank you again for your continued support. We wouldn't be able to do it without your support. Again, we appreciate you, and let's have a good season.
Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal helps keep America clean.
Got a car that needs to be scrapped? Old refrigerator not working? We pay Todd down. Call Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling today. Family owned and operated for over 40 years.
Premier Metal Recycling Company, we even handled the unloading. Waddell's Auto and Scrap, now with 2 locations.
Do your part. Keep America clean.
Welcome back to Elizabethtown High School for tonight's semifinal action of the Boys 17th District Soccer Tournament. Our halftime score has the Elizabethtown Panthers on top 4-0, scoring in tonight's ballgame. Started with 27:29 to go in the first half. Cole Varela on an assist from Jack Robinson put the Panthers up 1-0. Then it was Robinson with his own goal just a minute 7 later, 26:22 to go, giving the Panthers a 2-0 lead. With 18:16 to go in the first half, Robinson again on an assist, this time to Kobe Ryan for his first goal of the game, and it was 3-0. And then with just 2:24 to go in the first half of play, Jack Robinson gets his second goal of the night. He has been involved in all 4 of the Elizabethtown goals. 40 minutes left of soccer. John Harden will have the opening possession of the second half. Looks like it'll be Romano who'll kick this one off. Back to Swift, to Hasune, and they'll play it all the way back to Pena. Pena will send this one up the right side for Bulldogs. That goes wide, throw in E-Town. Butts will send this one in. Gets it into Silva, who'll send it back to Blair. Back to Butts. Now it'll go across the field to the middle. Zach Berger will get to that one. Chips it forward for Walls, who's going to get it to Ireland on the outside. Back to Walls. Walls going to send it into the box. One hop right to Curry. And Curry will punt this one away. A reminder, our second semifinal of the day will be at 8 o'clock. That will be between North Hardin and Central Hardin. Butts throws that one into Kobe Ryan. He's just outside the box, now inside. Takes it toward the baseline, tried to cross it, wasn't able to get a line on it. Curry gathers that one in. They're going to say it went over the line, so it'll be a goal kick. Katout comes back to take this one. To Hamad. Butts gets it back for the Panthers, but it goes right to Owens. Blair gets to that one. Now he'll chip it forward, trying to get it to Ryan. Lays it off for Varela. He's going to send it right back for Ryan. Two Bulldogs close in on Ryan. He'll carry this towards the middle. Silva with it. Silva gets it back to McGovern. Now E-Town will reset. Zach Berger with it right at midfield. Outside to Ireland. Ireland going to send it towards the middle for Varela. Back to Silva. Silva's just going to chip it forward. Has Ryan with it. Left foot. Saved by Curry. And it's going to be taken out. Goes out off of E-Town. Throw in John Harden. Official talking with the John Harden players. Not sure if a yellow card was issued or not. Lath Asune is headed off. Ben Tucker is checking in. Official now coming back over to the field of play. Now Blair will play this one over to Zach Berger. To the far side, out on E-Town. Katout to throw this one in. Into Owens. McGovern gets it back. Now Roman right back to Owens. Owens stopped right at midfield. Now reverses to Roman. That one a little too far in front. Silva gets it back for the Panthers. Swift will play this one back. Sweeney sends it forward, headed by Silva. Robinson now with it for E-Town. That one chipped back. Silva going to send this out to E-Town's right. Owens with it again. He's going to send it forward, but it goes right to Blair. Blair will send it outside for Ryan. Now Varela will get it on the far left side. He's going to send it forward. No one really making a run. Curry will go out and pick that one up. Sent forward off Hamad. Now down to the corner. White there with Ryan on him. Bangs that one off Noah Butts. That'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs. White to throw this one in. Quickly into Hamad. Hamad gets it back. Varela goes down, actually comes out of his shoe. Will be a foul. Free kick for the Panthers. So it's like Varela will take this one. It's going to be a two-person wall, Pena and Sweeney. Hooking this one in right to Curry. Knocks it down, then able to pick it up. Curry's punt will be kept inbound by Owens. Owens still with it. Blair will knock that one out. Throw in John Harden. Owens to Roman. Back to Owens. Misplays that one out. Throw in E-Town. Butts down the line. Gets it to Ryan. Ryan going to send it forward. Wall's coming up. Curry will come out of the box and play that one. It'll go out. He'll throw in E-Town. Ireland quickly there is going to get it in to Silva. Silva will send it forward for Robinson. Pena there. Now Sweeney trying to clear. Sorry, that was Catout trying to clear it out. It'll be popped forward. Beckberger will gather that one in. Roman now with it. That's McGovern. Varela with it. He'll lay it back for Berger. Back to Blair. Just under 33 minutes to go in the ball game. E-Town up 4-0. Varela going to send this one forward for Walls. Sends it back. Romano gets to it. And that's chipped in. Now Robinson there has on his foot. Shot. And it's in. And it's a hat trick for Jack Robinson. 32-34. And a 5-0 lead for Elizabethtown. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. And a reminder, we're right back here at 8 o'clock tonight with our second semifinal. That will be between North Hardin and Central Hardin. Varela with it again. Now it'll be Ryan with it in the middle of the field. Tries to chip it forward. Curry will come out before Walls can get there. Varela now with it. Back to Blair. Cross for Zach Berger. Up to Walls. Back outside for Ireland. Ireland back to Zach Berger. To Blair. Up to Ryan. Back to Blair. Swift down with it for John Harden. Up to Roman. It's back to White. That one popped in the air. McGovern with it over to Varela. Varela going to send it forward. That's going to be offsides on Walls, and it will be a free kick for the Bulldogs. E-Town 11-7-1 on the year. Through 19 games, Jack Robinson had 5 goals on the season. Tonight he has 3 already. Butts now with it as he plays it back to Blair. Berger to Varela. To Robinson. Robinson down the middle and offsides again on Walls. Another free kick for the Bulldogs. Looks like it'll be Catout to take this one. High bounce. Rich out of the goal. Shot by, there it goes off of Butts. Varela gathers it in. It's a little surprised Rich came out that far from his line. Robinson with it. He'll give it up for Silva, who gets it to Varela. Now to come over. White has it as Varela gets it back for E-Town. Now Butts to Varela. Zach Berger outside to Ireland. Right back to Berger. Head to Silva. Now Robinson with it. I think Silva wasn't anticipating that pass. That one's going to get past Blair, but Rich out to gather it in. He'll roll it quickly out to Zach Berger on the right side. 28:45 to go in the ball game. E-Town up by 5. This one coming down the field. They're going to play it forward. Silva shot. And through the hands and a save by Curry. Curry punts that one away near midfield. McGovern going to head it back. Butzel keeps this one inside, gets it to Ryan. And now Ryan with the ball. Towards the middle. It's to Silva to Robinson. Now to be Walls. Walls shot. Saved by Curry. Ireland gets it up to Robinson. Robinson going to lay it to the outside. Walls coming in. Catout will kick it out. And it will be a throw-in for the Panthers. Ireland to throw this one in after we get a sub in. Bulldogs with it. And E-Town going to get it right back. Sent to the middle, trying to get to Varela. Robinson with it. He'll take the shot. And that one right to Curry. Curry 3 saves here in the last minute of play. At midfield, Varela now with it. Sends it to the outside for Ryan. No one coming over for him. Now White gets there. They play it back. And there's an offsides call, and there'll be a free kick for John Harden. Roman to take this one. McGovern. That goes out. E-Town throw in. Varela to throw this one in. Back into Butts. Butts will send it towards the middle for Zach Berger. They get it forward for Silva. Silva chips it forward. And Gonzalo Gill with it. Shot. And it's in. And I believe that's on a feed from Jack Robinson. So with 25-45, Gonzalo Gill with the goal for the Panthers. Lead now 6-0. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Owens with it. He splits a pair of Panthers. Now he's going to push it down. Berger will come over, and he's just going to let it go out, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. And as far as 5th region games go next week, the two teams qualifying for the district championship both move on to the region. On the girls' side, that'll be at John Hardin. On the boys' side, it will be at Thomas Nelson. And teams from the same district cannot play each other until the final of the region, so we set in opposite sides of the bracket. Swift now with it, trying to get it to Hasune. Gill with it, he'll lay it back. Now it's going to be sent forward. Gatout gets in front of that one. They'll chip it forward for Roman to Owens. Tried to heel past that. McGovern gets it back. Now to be Ireland with it for the Panthers. Now Romano has it for John. And there'll be a foul on that one. And a free kick for the Bulldogs. Start the clock. That'll go out. Throw in for the Bulldogs. White down the line. Blair gets there. Blair able to keep it inbounds to Ireland. Right back to Butts, who gets it to Ryan. Ryan going to send this one forward. Offsides call. So it'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Out to take this one. Out to Roman. Roman finds Owen just outside the box. He turns, fires. That'll go over the goalpost and will be a goal kick for the Panthers. Quickly getting it up to Butts. Back for Varela. A foul on John Hardin. Free kick for the Panthers. Quickly get it started. McGovern now with it. McGovern going to send it down the far side. Gill will gather it in. Pena comes over for the Bulldogs. To the top for Ireland, trying to find some space. Wasn't able to get much on it. That's going to go over the inline and be a goal kick for John Harden. Comes out. I believe that was a handball right there at midfield. Outside. Owens with it. He'll send it up the center of the field. Blair going to escort it as Rich comes out. Send it down the other way to Catout. Gill now gets it Freetown. Ahmad comes back and gets that one. Ahmad's still with it. Trying to get it to Swift. D-Town gets it back. Blair to Butts. That'll go out off of John Harden. D-Town throw in. So Nice will check in as Hamad will walk around the field. They're going to tell us what to change the clock to. Go down to 20 minutes to go. Berger will play it back to Rich. Goes to the outside, hit it down the line. Gill gets a foot on it, but gets out there. Off of John Harden, going to be an E-Town throw in. Subs coming in. I'll throw this one back to Blair. It's it to Ryan. Ryan going to send it forward, trying to get this one to Ben Craig. Craig will get there. Not able to turn it back in. Pena there for John Harden. Craig keeps possession. He'll turn it. Tried to get it to Silva. Shot by Gill off the post. Comes out. Catout there. Catout tries to clear it. Gill not able to keep it in. It'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs. .47 to go. Popped high in the air. Swift. I believe that's McGovern there. Now Varela with it. He'll play it back to Zach Berger. Plays it across for Blair. Blair to the outside for Butts. Yeah, he'll chip it forward, and we'll have offsides and a free kick for the Bulldogs. Again tomorrow night, 5:30, from North Hardin High School. We'll have the 17th District Girls Championship game. It will be between Elizabethtown and Central Hardin. And then at 8 o'clock here at Elizabethtown High School, we will have the boys' 17th District Championship game. It'll be the winner of this game and then the winner of our second semifinal between Central Hardin and North Hardin. Varela with it. White comes up. Gets to it now. Hasune with it. Back to the outside for Nice. Back to Hasune. That's going to go off E-Town. Throw in John. And White will throw this one in. Ryan with it. Sweeney on him. Takes him all the way down towards the corner. Sends it back. Craig with it to the middle. Varela chipped forward. It's going to be on Silva's foot. Not able to get much on it. Now turn, shoot, saved by Curry. Gill had an opportunity to get to it, and that goes out. And it'll be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Gets out to take this one. Silva with it. Pena there for the Bulldogs. He'll kick it out. Throw in E-Town. Braden Shear to throw this one in. Be offsides on E-Town. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Roman will take this one. McGovern gives it up to Ryan. Trying to slip it through. Pena will knock this one in the air. And that'll go out. Throw in E-Town. Butts to throw this one in. Pena gets to that one. Now Varela with it. He's going to get it to Silva. Top of the box. Shot. And it's in. Aaron Silva. His first goal. That one on the feed from Varela. 15:20 to go in the game. And a 7-0 lead. Tune in weekly for all HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum, excuse me, Communications Channel 184. You can always check out our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Subscribe to our channel and get all your local community sports and events. Ryan with it. Start the clock. That one gets through. Silva down on the end. Send it back towards the center, and it's cleared out by Catout. Butt's going to throw this one in. It's going to come all the way into Varela. That'll go off Nice and out. A throw in E-Town. Butts quickly gets it into Ryan. Let's come back to Blair. He'll lay it outside for Zach Berger. Braden Shear now with it. That goes out. Throw in John Harden. Roman will throw this one in. Swift now with it. Back to Owens. That'll go out. Throw in. One official said E-Town, the other said John. So E-Town will throw it in. Go to Varela in the middle of the field. So send it towards the outside. Butts is there. Send it forward, trying to get it to Craig. White there. Craig stops it. Finds Varela. Varela chips it forward. Gets out, back out to Romano. Now to be McGovern with it. He sends it right back to Ryan. Lays it off. Shot from Varela. That'll go wide right. And will be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Probably be Catout. Yep. Who takes this goal kick. Swift going to lay this one to the outside for Tucker. Tucker now going to send it forward, a little too heavy a touch, as Rich will come over and gather that in, then quickly roll it out the other side. Blair with it to Ryan. He's going to send it up for Craig. Craig will get to this one. White coming over for, oh, and that's an offsides. White will take this one. Owens will send that one down. Butts gathers that one. Give it back to Blair. Gill tried to send it forward. Catown will get it for the Bulldogs. Outside for Tucker. And Shear has it back. That goes off. John Harden, E-Town throw in. And they have 7 subs coming onto the field. A lot of clean jerseys coming. Braden Shear to throw this one in. $11 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, E-Town on top, 7-0. It's 4-0 at halftime. In the second half here, it's been Jack Robinson, Gonzalo Gill, and Aaron Silva scoring for the Panthers. Robinson on the day with a hat trick and 2 assists. That goes out, throw in for John Harden. Ireland gets it back for E-Town to Nick Berger, who's going to send it forward on the foot of Ireland. Ireland shot saved by Curry. Pena clears it. That'll go out, throw in E-Town. It'll be Shear who'll throw that one in. Play to the middle. So we head it up. And Nick Berger heads that one. Hasune trying to kick it in the air. Craig heads it towards the goal. Curry will get that one. Back out near midfield. Owens now with it. Blake West got that one. Owens to inbound it. We have subs coming in. That's going to get to the outside for Tucker. It's off Shear. I don't have a 7 on my roster. I apologize. It's going to be sent down the right side. Gets out there, goes off in, throw in E-Town. Gill now with it. They'll send it forward. Nick Berger gets into the box, not able to get much on it. Curry dives to the ground. That's it. So penalty will be a free kick. Gets out to take this one. So down the center of the field. Swift gets it back for the Bulldogs. Popped in the air. Craig now has it for E-Town to West. And that goes out. Throw in E-Town. Craig quickly going to throw this one in to Nick Berger. Sends it across. Played back to Grant Shear. To Ireland. A foul, and it'll be a free kick for E-Town. Looks like Grant Shear to take this one. Kicked back out. Ireland with it again. Ireland right at the top of the box. Got Sweeney in front of him. He'll send it back. Braden Shear off player. Now Gill with it. Shear again will gather this one in. Now he's going to send it out towards the right side. Ireland gets it. He races in. Cross. And it's in. And I think I can't see the players back. Hunter Hodge gets the goal on that one. Off the pass from Ireland. 6:33. And E-Town with an 8-0 lead now. Pena now. Send this one out the right side. At the conclusion of today's game, we will have two players from John Hardin named to the all-tournament team. This one's sent in. Hodge goes racing after, but Curry will get to it first. Roman gets to this one right at midfield. E-Town back with possession. Gill again gives this one up for Hodge. Pena coming over for the Bulldogs. Hodge shot, and that goes behind the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for John Hardin. Out to take this one. Ryan will play this one. So not the right side. Grant Shear now with it for E-Town. E-Town gets it back. Another throw in for E-Town. Braden Shear will throw this one in. Pena and Hodge going after it. This one will come out to Roman. Roman going to send it to the side. Ahmad will track it down for the Bulldogs. It's going to go off of West. Be a throw in. John Hardin. Bilbrey throws that one in. That was a handball. Swift still with possession. Now Ryan with it. Gets out now with it. So we go under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Owen sends that one forward. Grant Shear there. Throw in John. Oliveris throws that one in. This one's sent forward. Craig going to get to this one. Bilbrey there for John Harden. Craig puts it back on the right foot, and Pena gets it away. And that'll go wide to the right. We sent to John Harden's left side. Now Gill with it. He'll take a shot, and it's in. Gonzalo Gill with his second goal of the day. 2:33 to go in the ball game. And a 9-0 lead for the Panthers. Olivares will kick this one off. Back to Swift. Sends it back for Catout. Back to Swift. And Nick Berger gets it. Hodge going to track this one down. A little too heavy a catch. That'll go back, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Catout will bring this one up. Outside for Pena. Throw in John Harden. Another throw in for the Bulldogs. Catout will throw this one in. Owens with it. Takes it to the outside. Gill comes back along with Ryan. That goes out off of E-Town. Throw in John. Trying to get it to Swift. Grant Shear gets there first. Braden Shear will send it up the right side. Catout plays it to Hasune. Now Olivares to Catout. Outside for Owens. That goes out. Another throw in for the Bulldogs. They quickly throw it in. Ryan Bowen picks that one up for the Panthers. He'll punt that away. Grant Shear. That'll be Kobe Ryan. Throw in, 25 seconds to go. Get it into Craig. He's going to turn. Bilbrey just behind him. And that one's knocked out by Sweeney. And it'll be a corner kick. So Kobe Ryan will race down there. Four seconds. Nick Berger shot. That is it. As Elizabethtown will advance on to tomorrow's championship game. Also on to next week's region tournament at Thomas Nelson. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom. Providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. eTownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined experience. For those who are serving our country in the military, a discount is available. Take a virtual tour today at etownapartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 off Interstate 65, call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminate is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. The West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Named to the all-tournament team for the Bulldogs, it'll be Ahmad Hamad and Jake Owens. And a reminder, we're back in approximately 45 minutes with our second semifinal matchup between the North Hardin Trojans and the Central Hardin Bruins. We'll be right back.